Our next package is for outstanding British film. From drama to horror to fantasy, Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah had it all.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. So, why is Harry skipping Philip's service? This service to honor Philip. And, you know, this is Harry wearing all orange for Invictus. Harry is going to Invictus in April. Okay, right after this service. He could literally go to Philip's service and then go to the Invictus very easily. Has Harry lost his way after Philip's passing? You know, I know religious kids, they go to college, you know, they're very strict religious homes, and then they go to college and they lose their minds. They sex, drugs, alcohol, they join a fraternity, they fail all their classes. You know, maybe that's part of what Harry's doing, because he's lost his rudder. He's lost the lawgiver, you know, the rule of order, which is the patriarch, which is Philip. And Philip very rightly filled that role of patriarch. And the queen is a more motherly figure. And I'd say that's good. So let's look into this. The other reasons are he could just be terrified of showing his face after all the nonsense. I've been moving this table around. I've been mudding and taping in this corner. There's some big cracks here. I'm about to paint the whole room. My hands are still, that stain has still not left my fingernails from the last room. So let's do a mini. Let's do a Celtic cross. Why is Harry declining attendance at Philip's service of Thanksgiving on March 29th when he will attend Invictus like a week later in the Netherlands? I mean, that's... And obviously he should bring Meghan, he should bring the kids. This stench just keeps growing. So why is he not attending? Okay, 2 spades, not attending. Player, making a play. Ooh, devil. Devil's behind. Wherever Meghan is, the devil shows up. So Devilish Lies. All right, so why is he declining attendance? So we have the devil, we have 2 spades, 2 hearts. Actions, the close relationship, this family and broken relationship, selfishness, lies. This is a lying card. Incubus, succubus is a lying card. Devil is a liar card. Let's see. Broken relationship, making a play. He's separate, 22, and he's out in the world. Overwhelmingly, this centerpiece here says that Harry is just cut off from the family. He's on his own. He's doing new things. The player is trying new things, new business ventures, separated from the family. He's just like a child. He's now having his early teen years as a 39-year-old man. So, I mean, he was coddled and protected and all that his whole life, and now he's just finally striking out on his own to do his own thing. But Devil, you know, we just saw Rebel Wilson making fun of Harry and Meghan for horror, shock, lies, you know, all kinds of stuff. They were very, and this is because of Meghan, I think, but you have to blame Harry, because Harry is, you know, he is the real royal. Meghan is just an interloper. She's a carpetbagger, and Harry's going along with everything. And none of this has power if Harry doesn't make these accusations and back up Meghan. So what Harry's done and what Meghan have done are just awful. Electronic communication, ruler. okay, trying to take control of his own life. Very single. He'll do anything. He'll tell any lie. He'll hurt anybody. And they found 17 lies, and I think they finally found 18 lies. And Oprah must be hanging her head in shame at this point. Why not vet them? Why not do the job of an interviewer? Cross, permanent family. So he's sticking with, Harry is sticking with his family, which is Meghan and the two imaginary children. He hopes the public will understand, and he's building this. So Harry is, and this is a question I'm going to ask later, Harry's still clinging very tightly to his family. And because we just saw him at the rodeo eating meat, watching a rodeo, which the hardcore vegans would consider that animal cruelty. Drinking alcohol, eating beef, all these things that he's not allowed to do around Meghan. He's out there alone without Meghan in Texas doing all the things that are prohibited. He's striking out on his own, and he's sticking with his family. And he's willing to do whatever, and lies and backstabbing, et tu, Brute. Because some people, maybe a lot of people, the worse the situation gets, the closer they'll stick to the situation, that person, their family, that person who may be abusing them, the worse the situation gets. Harry may be like that, okay? I'm certainly a bit like that. I grew up in a very unhealthy, psychologically unhealthy household. And so love involved a lot of abuse, lying, manipulation, gaslighting. And Harry may, be someone like that. Meghan may be somebody like that. So are Harry and Meghan individually, Harry, Meghan? I think Meghan is terrified of facing the royals after all the crap she said. I think Harry is terrified of facing his brother, facing Charles, and after all the crap he said, and Harry, has a book coming out. Okay, Harry has a book coming out, and that's coming out very imminently, and he doesn't want to face them before he, slams them again. So what are Harry's and Meghan's individual feelings about facing the royals? Okay, and they're not bringing their children again. Okay, and that's just weird, and are the children do they even exist? Are they surrogate children? I think they're surrogate children. A lot of people think they don't exist at all. I think that Archie, it was replaced. The original Archie from the first surrogate was replaced, and they have a new Archie, a new permanent Archie, and then Lilibet, they learned the lessons from fighting with the first surrogate, and Lilibet is the original child from the surrogate. But there was so much trouble and conflict, birthing both children. So what are their feelings, Harry, about facing the royal family? Harry? Oh boy. Meghan? Oh, interesting. All right, so Harry, he's very, in the center of his spread is conflict and a big change in the close relationship. 5, 2 hearts. He feels very connected to the royals, and he just feels very connected. This is his family, this is where he belongs, but there's just a lot of conflict and everything's changed right now, and he's just laying low. Okay, but he really wants to go back. They're just making decisions about this connection. And see, what happens is you just push the ball down the road. What the narc is doing, which would be Meghan, she's just pushing the ball down the road, keeping him separated. And he doesn't realize the longer Harry doesn't realize the longer he's separated from his family, the longer he's separated from his roots and his friends and the people who support him, the harder it will be to go back. And the more they will have against him. And the narc knows this and is destroying those relationships. What's up with Meghan? What a surprisingly red positive spread. Water into Wine, Mercury, and Star of Bethlehem. Everything is going swimmingly. with Meghan. It's going at light speed, no obstacles to her achieving her goals, and she's transforming Harry's situation with her family. So this is exactly what she wants. That's interesting. Keeping Harry separated from his family, isolating him, turning his family against him. That's exactly her plan, and it's going great. And there's nothing standing in the way. 7 hearts, there's nothing standing in the way of this. 16 and 8, 24, 6 spades, and it's pure selfishness and lies. And she is creating this bad relationship between Harry and his family. So this is exactly what she wants. Meghan, and that's interesting, because people say Donald Trump, he's intentionally provoking people. He's intentionally upsetting people. And the news goes crazy. He gets worldwide coverage. I don't understand this strategy. I mean, I can intellectually understand this strategy, but I actually think that's what he's doing. Meghan is intentionally creating this conflict. This is exactly what she wants. She's keeping Harry away from his family. She's creating constant conflict and division. And Harry is the one suffering over here. Decisions about this family, 7. 2 clubs, the union and the family. So Harry is doing he's hanging on to Meghan. Okay, so my next question is, are they broken up? Because Harry can psychologically be hanging on to Meghan and the marriage and really trying to make it work because that's his first marriage. This is probably Meghan's 3rd marriage. And I don't think this is, she's looking for Mr. Next. When it's convenient for her, she's going to dump him and just move on like he never existed and just use him just like she uses everybody else. To zoom that one. So we saw Harry alone at the rodeo. He's eating beef. He's participating in a show of what, real vegans would consider animal cruelty. Some rodeo animals can be injured. Some rodeo guys can be injured. Interestingly, I actually know a guy who did rodeo, and he, it ultimately messed up his body. He had some serious, rather serious injuries, as a result. So, are Harry and Meghan, are they separated currently? Okay, we have Harry probably, I have to remember my reading, but I think he's renting a condo downtown. So there's the exit point. Things are not going well. Meghan is, upset at me. I'm just going to go stay downtown. All kinds of things can happen in that private environment downtown in San Francisco where there are no laws now. And there may be few laws for Harry. So are they currently separated? What's going on in their relationship? Because Harry's alone at this rodeo, eating beef, drinking alcohol, and involving himself in animal cruelty, all very publicly. Harry, Meghan. Oh, who's that king? Oh. Try to zoom this one a little bit. Okay, so Harry and Meghan. Crossroads, 2 or more. Player is single. Manifesting singleness and a new path, other options. He's looking at his options and he's looking at being single. 24, 29, 8 hearts, water into wine, transforming. So this spread is telling me that Harry is going through a very bad time. Another reason he doesn't, so he's hanging on to his marriage. He really wants to make this work. He doesn't want to see the royals at this time because they'll try to pull him. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. Okay. Well, he may be very vulnerable, and men tend when they're facing problems, they tend to isolate and think through their problems because people generally don't help men. They generally just punch them and say, "Get over it." Okay, whereas women, they help women talk through their problems, and everybody is trying to help them, and they always pretend that someone else is at fault. Oh, yes, you were sleeping with another man, but it's your husband's fault because he wasn't paying attention to you. Really? Okay. Not okay. Okay, so Harry, he is looking at his options. He's looking at things changing again very radically. What is Meghan doing? Mother Earth, okay, this is like an Empress card at home. Angel, children, who the heck is this man? 25, 36, 9 spades. No. So Meghan, maybe this is the discard phase. Okay, no. Maybe they finally reached the discard phase because Meghan has been destroying Harry from the beginning. From before they were married, she was destroying Harry and devaluing him, and he's basically just a homeless wanderer in LA, living under a bridge somewhere at this point. From being a royal, from being the favorite royal, just a war hero, everything. So this could be another man. Is there another man? Who is this King of Clubs? Is this another man for Meghan? Because Meghan is going to find Mr. Next. Meghan is going to find her billionaire and promise him the world and then treat him just like Harry. And worse. Okay, because I think as they get older, as a narcissist gets older, they get worse. Thank God. So is this... that's a no. Is that another man? That's her. This represents her. Can you see that? Okay, so no, this is not another man. This is taking things as it comes, saying that it's for everybody's good. 14, 4 diamonds. Okay, it's about Meghan. And male energies, kings can represent women, queens can represent men. It's not because we're switching genders and everything and we're, Z and Zer. We're not doing any of that. It's not about pronouns. It's energy, okay? A female has male energy. Every person has a mix of male and female energies. And when you go, the angels, they are both male and female. There's no marriage in heaven. They don't reproduce as we do. God made all the angels in one fell swoop, and that's all there ever will be. And there's a whole bunch of them. And unlike us, whereas we can multiply all the animals on the earth plus us, we can add to our numbers, but the angels don't. So we have this mix of energies. So this is not a man. Meghan's not stupid. So Meghan is being very hard on Harry, and Harry is looking at, well, gosh, am I going to be single? And because of this pushing him, he's hanging on to the relationship for dear life. She's taking every opportunity to push him away. Okay, and that's what we're seeing. She's taking opportunity to push him away. Big changes in the relationship, and the marriage is dying, and the foundation is dying, and the marriage is dying. 11 and 11, 22, 6 diamonds. Yeah, hand in hand. So Meghan is pushing Harry away very hard. Harry is just kind of like a little boy left out on his own. He's not sure what to do. This king is not another man. Okay, she's not stupid. She's an intelligent narcissist. So she is just using everything she can to push him away. So that King of Clubs is Meghan wearing the pants, Meghan controlling the relationship, Meghan is pushing Harry away, Meghan is dictating the circumstances day by day and what is happening. So we have Rebel Wilson. I showed you that clip. Hopefully they'll let me keep that clip in. It's just 10 seconds. Rebel Wilson mocking Harry and Meghan, their untruthfulness in the Oprah interview. Hopefully Oprah is ashamed at that and she's getting, whacked by Hollywood for that. And so is Hollywood turning against Harry and Meghan? Because they've not produced anything. No podcasts, no Netflix. I mean, gosh, they are just layabouts. They are just lazy layabouts producing no content at all. And I don't care what their excuses are. So, is Hollywood turning against Harry and Meghan? I think I've asked that before, but it's an ongoing process. And it can be worse and worse, or it can be getting better. All right, do we have Hollywood turning against Harry and Meghan? Karmic relationships, snake, and diamond ring. Diamond ring, that's, we're committed to you. Like Stephen Colbert committed to the mainstream media and telling whatever they want him to say, when they want him to say it. That's called propaganda. So they're committed to Harry and Meghan and the relationship, but it's a difficult relationship. 8 and 12, 5 spades. It's not a good relationship, but the relationship is solid. Okay, Harry and Meghan in the Hollywood crowd, they're solid. Emotionally, ruler, angel, Jack of Clubs, strength, and roses. They're very emotionally attached. Ruler, angel. It's all about good, keeping a really good image. Ruler and angel. And playing on the emotions. And keeping a sweet foundation. Okay, well, that's what's underlying. Okay, and this Queen of Spades is probably, they're not being very successful at keeping a good reputation at this point. Let's add this up. Let's see. 24, 35... 24, 35, 45, 48. 48. Well, there's 52, so that's Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades. So, yeah, it's all. They need to clean up their image. They need to do some things, do some good things, and get that out there and change their image, just like Bill Clinton was doing. With his image. And while he was president, he had a very good image. And I was a big fan because he balanced the budget. Apparently he did that in some very nefarious, underhanded ways, did some weird things with Social Security. Anyway, it's about their reputation. So why isn't Harry coming? He's hanging on to Meghan for dear life. And I think that's what Meghan is doing intentionally. She is pushing him away really hard so that he'll pull back, try to pull toward her. He's a little lost puppy right now, and Meghan is pushing him away. He's a little lost puppy. Hollywood is still loving Harry and Meghan. So I would say that's good. That's good for Harry and that's good for Meghan. I think Harry's going to have to go back to the royal family. Anyway, that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.